think you're ready for your paper 1 in psychology? Well, I've got some questions that's going to put you to the test. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to check your understanding of the studies, the theories, the key terms and the evaluation, and we're going to see just how ready you are for that test. And to be fair, it doesn't matter what score you get at the end because I've got so many videos on my channel that's going to help support your understanding, and I've even got a 13-marker guide that's going to ensure you smash that essay. Anyway, grab yourselves a pen and paper and let's go test your knowledge. Okay, so question 1. What are the 5 types of crime? Okay, so the answers we were looking for were acquisitive, antisocial, sexual, violent and drug related. Remember, this is part of the key concepts, so you do need to know your definitions. Question 2. What are the 4 stages of cognitive development according to Piaget? And for a bonus point, what ages do they happen at? So the 4 stages are the sensory motor, the pre-operational, concrete operational and formal operational. You do also need to know a couple of features of each. So where did Heaven's study take place and with how many participants? For a bonus point, how old were the participants? So Heaven's study took place in Australia and it was 282 of them. They were all between 13 to 15 years old. Next question, what are the 3 sampling methods that you need to know for research methods? So the answers were random sampling, opportunity, and then self-selected / volunteer. You also need to know how you would actually carry those sampling methods out. What are the 3 parts of the brain that you need to know for the dopamine hypothesis of schizophrenia? This is also known as the biological theory sometimes. And the answers we were looking for were the frontal lobe, the hippocampus, and the temporal lobe. What personality traits did Eysenck say create the criminal personality? We were looking for psychoticism, extroversion, and neuroticism. You do also need to know the biological cause of these 3. What does ABC stand for in the ABC model of depression? Stands for activating event, belief and consequence. What percentage of the UK is said to have schizophrenia? Now if you ever get a question about prevalence of mental health, this is where this would come in. Okay, so the answer is 1%. And if you ever get a question about the prevalence of mental health, then you'd be talking about these kind of statistics. Next question, how many participants are in the following studies? Cooper and Mackey, Blackwell Study 2 and Daniel et al. A tough one for 3 marks here. We've got 84 participants for Cooper and Mackey, we have 99 for Blackwell and 10 participants for Daniel et al. What does vicarious reinforcement mean? For a bonus point, what theory does this key term come from? So vicarious reinforcement is when you observe a behaviour being rewarded and so therefore you want to do that behaviour. It comes from social learning theory. So what is an independent variable and what is a dependent variable? A little research methods question here for 2 marks. And the answer is that the IV are things that you change in an experiment. The DV is whatever you're measuring in an experiment. So for the next question, name the 2 theories and the 1 study that you need to know for depression in psychological problems. For a bonus point, which theory is the biological one and which is the psychological one? And the answer is that we're after the ABC model for psychological, social rank for biological, and then Tandock et al. Is the study to support them. What does AO1, AO2 and AO3 mean? So for this one, we were after how the examiners mark your paper. AO1 is description, AO2 is whenever you have to refer to a source, AO3 is evaluation, also known as strengths and weaknesses. For your next question, can you name the 3 games used in Cooper and Mackey? For a bonus point, try and categorise them into high aggression, low aggression and control. So, the missile command game was considered high aggression, Pac-Man was the low aggression, and they used a maze game on pen and paper as the control. And for the final question, name the 3 experimental methods. This is worth 3 points. And which of them has the most control over extraneous variables? That's your bonus point. So the answers were lab, field and natural. Lab is the one that has the most control of extraneous variables. So how well did you do? Have a look at the screen, check your score, and then send this to your friends. See how well they do and see who the real master of GCSE psychology is. Now on this channel, there's tons of videos to help you revise and fill in any gaps in knowledge, so do check it out. And otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one.